Welcome everybody to Knoxville Raceway here on Intensity Broadcasting. My name's Josh Hall. We're here with the Doghouse Racing League Shoney's Tuesday Night Truck Series, and we're getting dirty here at Knoxville Speedway. Going from the Super Speedway last week, long track, high speed, to this short, high bank, tough dirt speedway. See, currently Zach Jurek at the top of the boards. Jacob Denny currently sitting in second position here on the speed charts. Knoxville Raceway is a semi-banked half-mile dirt oval found in Knoxville, Iowa. Also is known as the sprint car capital of the world. As just outside of turn number 2, we will find the sprint car. Most people know Knoxville Speedway as further Knoxville Nationals. So you see a couple of trucks having a little bit of issues out there. On the dirt area, Nicholas Hovey in that 150 machine, showing the 16 on the door. Working his way around our fastest truck, Zach Jurek. Zach in the 147 here, so a couple triple-digit truck numbers here in the race tonight. Let's take a look at the driver standings coming in tonight. We see Jeremiah Stutzman currently at the top of the board. Andrew Pratt, Kevin Thompson, Christopher Simon, and Jason Miz round out your top 5. Marshall Johnson back in 6. Doug Solms, Christopher Leftwich, Justin McMahon, and Donnell Leftwich make up your top 10 out of back 11. Aaron Patrick, Leslie, Steve Gerber, and Kevin O'Powell make up your top 15. Take a look at the team standings coming into tonight. Not too much has changed. Twisted Axle East still at the top of the board. At the top, Motorsports in back in second. Last Chance Racing moves up 2 spots, up into third. LS Motorsports stays back in fourth. Twisted Axle North falls back 2 spots, back into the 5th position. And then the standings stay the same at Southern Motorsports and League Southern Motorsports. Southern Motorsports 2 and Southeast Motorsports all keeping the same positions they had last week. Me, Jeremiah Stutzman, currently sitting 8th on the speed charts, and it's tricky to get around this Nashville Speedway. Right along here with Jeremiah Stutzman. You can see him really working that wheel. Looks like he's swatting bees inside the truck here as he's trying to not just get the power down, try to get that truck to rotate, and you can see him using that berm. So there's a big berm that sticks up on the bottom of the track. You use that to turn, but you don't want to jump that berm too much, as it can really upset the truck. So we'll see. Let's ride around with Zach Jurek. You can see the difference. Oh, he just got turned around. Here's Jacob Denny. Seconds on the speed chart, using that high side, trying to whip the cushion there. As we're already seeing in practice, the track really starting to slick off. You see where that dark, almost shiny color is on the track? That is a very slick racetrack right there. That's where the track has been packed down the most. It gets shiny. The moisture gets ripped out of the track right there, and it makes it tough to get around the track. Most guys are going to either try to run right below that or try to run the high side and get their right side tires up in what's called the cushion. The cushion is the loose dirt that accumulates at the top of the track. See where the tire marks are there as we're watching Steve Gerber get around the track here. And getting up into that cushion, you can gain a little bit of speed and momentum. See Mike Hayes in the 96, back into the 14th position. Who has a little bit of trouble with that berm as well. Michael Hayes has won the last 2 races. One at Daytona, one at Charlotte. He also won a race at Kansas a couple weeks back in week number 5. So this is the 10th race of the season out of 14. So we're coming down. Sorry, this is the 9th race out of 14. So we're coming down to the end pretty soon. Just a handful of races left. Next week we'll be moving to Nashville Super Speedway. And then my home track, New Hampshire Motor Speedway. Michigan, Pocono, and rounding out the season at Indianapolis Motor Speedway, another one of my favorite tracks. So we're going to see some great racing for the rest of the season here in the Doghouse Racing League, brought to you by Shoney. Of course, Doghouse Racing League's Tuesday Night Truck Series is proud to be sponsored by Shoney's. Shoney's open daily for, there's a move on to qualifying. Shoney's is open daily for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Stop by one of their West Virginia locations and try their freshly prepared legendary breakfast bar and take home a whole strawberry pie. Shoney's, delicious food and friendly service since 1947. We hear the fireworks going off in the background. Try to see if we can see where those fireworks are. There they are, up in the sky. As we get ready for some qualifying to be done, as they qualify underneath the fireworks. See Jason Schilling, one of the first trucks out on track. Track carried over from practice, so the track is still very slicked off. They haven't groomed the track just yet. They ride along. Jason Schilling currently up into the 6th position. Oh, catches the wall a little bit. That's going to end his qualifying attempt with the contact to the wall. Jacob Denny already made his qualifying lap. We see Jess McMahon on his second lap right here. Coming off of turn number 4 and down the front stretch to the stripe. Sorry, he was going through turns 1 and 2 right there. Here he comes. Now he's coming off of turn 4 and to the stripe. Jess McMahon's going to jump up into the 5th position. See Steve Gerber just rolling out on track. Coming to take the green flag. Coming off of turn number 4. Trying to get the power down for his second lap. Not really letting the truck hang out too much. Doing a good job of keeping that truck steady through the corner. Gets it rotated and gets the power down to rocket down the backstretch into turn number 3. Tries to get down as close as he can to that berm. Lets the truck wash up the track. He's gonna try to, oh, he jumps the berm just a bit too much. And yep, that's going to do it for his qualifying attempt right there. See who else is oh, that they just ended qualifying right there. So let's take a look at the starting grid. And Jacob Denny is going to be your pole sitter with Zach Jurek to his outside in row number 1. Row 2 will find Mike Hayes and Nicholas Hovey, with Justin McMahon rounding out the 5th spot. Row number 6 will find Jason Schilling, then Andrew Pratt and David Huxley rounding out row number 4, and Steve Gerber and Kevin Thompson, your top 10. 11th will be Christopher Leftwich with Mike Leftwich in the 60 in 12th, so a couple Leftwiches in row number 6. 13 will be Jonathan Jennings with Jeremiah Stutzman's rolling off from the 14th position. Christopher Simon in 15th, Daniel Wilkerson in the 16th position. Marshall Johnson rolls off 17th with Kevin Powell in the 18th position. 19th will be Jason Miz, Randall Barnett in 20th, Eric Peck, Chuck Cobb, and Jeffrey Wimmer make up the rest of the field here at Knoxville Raceway. Sean Thompson says, good luck, son. 21, Kevin Thompson. Kevin starting in the top 10 in the 10th position. See if he's going to be able to make his way through the field and get himself up to the front here at this tricky Knoxville Speedway. Again, Knoxville Speedway is a half-mile dirt oval in Knoxville, Iowa. 7 degrees of banking in the corners. And here at the sprint car capital of the world, we'll see these trucks take on this tricky dirt track here tonight. As the pace truck gets ready to roll out on track, and these 23 drivers get ready to do battle here at the sprint car capital of the world. So he's getting lined up here. Don't forget, off of turn number 2 here, you'll see a big building. That is the National Sprint Car Hall of Fame and Museum. So a lot of history here at this little dirt track. There's that museum right there in the background as the trucks make their way off of turn number 2. And we're getting ready to go racing as the pace truck's getting ready to take that hard left-hand turn on the pit road. You won't see any pit stops out of these trucks tonight in the dirt. These trucks will have enough fuel to get to the end as we get ready to go racing. Green flags in the air. We're running here at Knoxville, and a great jump for Jacob Denny down on the low side. Here comes Mike Hayes down on the bottom. They're trying to make their way down into turn number 3 already. Zach Zurich trying to fight on that high side. McMahon down on the bottom, catches the curb just a little bit, that berm. He's got Michael Hayes on the high side. Hayes going to make his way around McMahon, but McMahon still fighting hard on the inside. Oh! Some contact. That's Nicholas Hovey in the 16 machine making a little contact there with Mike Hayes, but everybody gets it straightened out. We keep going. A little further back, there's some hard racing back here. You see the 91, Jonathan Jennings down to the inside of Christopher Leftwich. They're battling hard. This is back for the 11th and 12th position. Up at the front, though, we got a battle still going on for the lead as the fireworks continue to fly, not just on the track, but in the air as Jacob Denny down on the low side. He's going to take the lead here off of turn number 4, but here comes Zach Jurek back on the low side as well. I'm sorry, that's Denny on the low side, Zurich on the high side. And Denny's going to do another slide job here as they're going to continue to go back and forth for the lead. Now Jacob Denny up into the lead. Zach Jurek right there behind. Jurek uses the nose here to get underneath the 151, but not quite close enough to pull the crossover. just behind. You see a battle shaking up here between Justin McMahon. This is Andrew Pratt. And the 116 of Jason Schilling. And Steve Gerber having some issues. He's around on the backstretch. No caution though. He's going to keep it green as he's able to get it back rolling. Here comes your leaders off of turn number 4. And you see Jacob Denny able to drive that truck a lot straighter off the corner than Zach Jurek is. And already Nicholas Hovey up into the picture here, using that berm to try to get the truck to turn. We got a Ford truck battle right here. We got Mike Hayes, Jason Schilling, Andrew Pratt, Justin McMahon all battling here. Kevin Thompson already up 2 spots into the 8th position. As McMahon's trying to actually use the berm, or use the cushion there, gets up into the wall just a little bit. And Jacob Denny's got now a second lead as here comes Kevin Thompson down on the low side. He's got David Husley down on the inside as well. They're 3 wide as they make their way off of turn number 2. Thompson really out of shape there off of turn number 2. Get the truck under control, slides down underneath the 20 of McMahon, but McMahon up on the high side, able to use that cushion to get the drive off. See Thompson really struggling in that slick part of the track. Now Thompson's going to use that higher leg, get up towards the cushion. He's going to get the drive and traction off the corner this time. Zach Jurek already has some competition here as the 150-16 on the track. Nicholas Hovey comes into the picture as well. And they're coming up into some lap traffic as Jacob Denny now has Steve Gerber right in front of him. And a couple other trucks here as well. The one of Eric Peck, Randall Barnett. And this lap traffic. Oh, Barnett. Sorry, that Eric Peck has gone around. Yellow flag is out. Barnett, Eric Peck, and Steve Gerber. Oh! McMahon just plowed into the side. Heavy damage for the 20 machine. That's going to bring up our first Wreckage Rewind of the night as we take a look to see exactly what happened here. Alright, we see Peck around. Let's see if we can rewind just a little bit more. Looked like a little bit of contact. No, there doesn't look like there was any contact. I heard that back. Peck just trying to get down into the corners. Slides around a little too much. Overcorrects. And Gerber gets a little piece. They go spinning around, and then we'll see McMahon. As Peck tries rolling, McMahon just nowhere to go. These trucks do not stop on the dirt like they do on asphalt. So Jacob Denny, still your leader. From the pole, Zach Jurek. Currently in the 2nd position. Nicholas Hovey's moved up 1 spot in the 3rd. Andrew Pratt, 3 spots up in the 4th. Jason Schilling up 1 spot into the 5th position. Biggest mover of the night so far, though, is the 81 of Chuck Cobb. And even though that truck's beaten and battered all around, he's currently up 8 positions up into the 14th spot. So we'll be watching Chuck to see if he continues to move his way forward through the field. As the lights are off on the pace truck, we have just 1 lap to go before we get these trucks refired here at Knoxville. Here we go, pace truck is off. Green flag is in the air. Jacob Denny with a great jump out in front of Zach Jurek. And you already see Nicholas Hovey down on the low side, trying to make his way around Zach as well as he's got a little connection issue. Here comes Zach up on the high side, up on that cushion, trying to get the traction up there, trying to get himself towards the lead as Christopher Simon has gone around. We got another yellow flag out. It looks like Simon, yep, is sideways down in turn number, it's turn number 2. Let's take a look, see what happened to Simon here. Oh, some contact. That's the 81 of Chuck Cobb. Getting into the back side and spinning him around right around the field. Field doing a good job taking evasive action. Making it just a one-car incident. So we'll re-rack them, restack them, and refire them. And we want to remind you that the Tuesday Night Truck Series is proud to be sponsored by Shoney's. Shoney's is open daily for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Stop by one of their West Virginia locations and try their freshly prepared legendary breakfast bar and take home a whole strawberry pie. Shoney's, delicious food and friendly service since 1947. Of course, those whole strawberry parties are great for family or office gatherings, holidays, picnics, and any celebration you'd like to make just a little bit sweeter. Lights are off on the base truck. We're going to re-rack them, restack them, and refire them here at Knoxville. Base truck is off. Jacob Denny is going to lead him down to the restart zone yet again. Green flags back in the air. We are back racing here at Knoxville. And this time, Zach's going to drive down to the bottom, pull a slider here up in front of Denny. But Denny's going to see that slider. He's going to cross him back over and get himself back up into the lead. Here comes Nicholas Hovey down on the low side. He's going to drive all the way on the berm. They both are going to drive up on that berm, trying to get some traction, some grip. Almost worked for him, but Jacob Denny too strong out in front. And Denny just jumped the cushion a little bit. That's allowing the 147 right there back to the inside. But here comes Denny back on the low side, or high side, excuse me. And also Zach Jurczyk up there on the high side as well. Back a little further, we got a great battle between our points leader, Jeremiah Stutzman, and Jonathan Jennings. Stutzman down on the low side, slowly, methodically making his way through the field. Currently up 4 positions, up into the top 10. So consistency has been paying off all season long for Jeremiah, and we're seeing that now as he's just consistently picking his way through the field. David Husley, Kevin Thompson battling side by side. Husley down on the low side, trying to find the grip to get himself up in front of the 21. 21 though fighting back hard on the high side. Again, you're seeing that track really slicking off now. There's not a lot of grip anywhere on the track, and the more green flag laps we run, the more we're going to see this track change. And Charles Stevenson says, "What's up, Josh? Charles, good to see you here on Intensity Broadcasting." Is Jonathan Jennings and Jeremiah Stutzman continue to battle back here right behind Mike Hayes. Another 3 wide off of turn number 2. And they're both going to get around the 96 of Mike Hayes. Right, again, we've got a battle here for second. Zach Jurczyk and Nicholas Hovey battling side by side. As Jacob Denny's almost got himself out to a 2-second lead over these two. We see Jurczyk up on the high side trying to get as much grip as he can. We see Hovey working that bottom side down with that berm, is trying to get some grip down there as well, and neither one of them really finding the grip they need to get away from each other. And here comes the 75 of Andrew Pratt into the picture along with Jason Schilling. Jacob Denny's just checked out. You can see the gap between him and second place, and he's right there up there running that cushion all by himself up against the wall. He's a little bit of a different line here. You see him enter high, use that cushion to get the truck starting to rotate. And then you know the corner starts to diamond it down. When you're running by yourself, you can kind of do that. You can kind of run any line you want. You see it come down off the corner and try to straighten the truck out. Drive straight down the front stretch. With these two running behind them, well, now that they're not side by side anymore, I was gonna say when they're running side by side, they don't have that luxury. I think these two have kind of figured out that with Jacob Denny pulling away, they got to do something different. And Jursic up into the wall. That's going to give Hovey a little bit of an advantage, but Jursic still battling hard up on that high side. A little further back, we got Kevin Thompson and Christopher Leftwich side by side. Jonathan Jennings in the mix here as well. And David Husley trying to pull away from these three trucks behind him. Thompson fighting hard up on that high side. Leftwich able to pull a slider here. He's going to slide right up in front of Kevin Thompson. And that is a well-executed slide job right there, getting that truck up in front of your opponent and making them having to back off. Two drivers that have been trying to throw slide jobs but just not being able to. There's Hovey and Jursic, and Hovey's been trying to get a slider started here, but just can't get the grip down on the low side. He's running along here. And that's the story there, just how slick this track is. He's not even able to really get down on the throttle. He's just trying to keep that truck from over-rotating, and that berm has a little bit of grip to do just that. Mike Hayes continues to slide backwards. Currently in the 11th position, 8 positions back from where he started. Back here between Jason Schilling and Andrew Pratt. This is a battle for 4th and 5th. They're also coming up on the lap truck. This is the 31 of Marshall Johnson. Caution is out. It's like Chuck Cobb. Oh, big one. The leader was involved. Or one of our leaders were involved. Looks like Zach Jerkson involved in this one as well. That's going to bring up another Wreckage Rewind as we take a look. See where this one started. It looks like it may have started with Christopher Simon. There's your leader, the 151. Oh, and Simon just overcorrects it, catches the outside wall. And then Chuck Cobb and, your second place driver and the third place driver, both Zach Jursic and Nicholas Hovey, both getting involved in this one as well. There's just nothing that Zach can do. You see the damage, the smoke billowing from that truck. That is going to end his night here. As we take a look from Zach's cockpit here, see exactly what this is. Just not a lot that you can do in that situation. And unfortunately, like I said, a lot of damage to that truck, and that's going to pretty much end his night. That truck continuing the smoke. says he's missing it tonight in the 56 camp. Doesn't have the track. Tough break, Adam. Tough to not see you here tonight as the field is re-racking and restacking, getting ready to refire here. And 147 is Jack Sursik still out on track with that smoking engine. We'll see just how long that engine lasts, or if he gets disqualified for having a meatball flag here. As field's back under power, green flag back in the air. Jacob Denny immediately out to the front. Nicholas Hovey tries to run him down, but just not able to get it done. As you see that still a lot of smoke building out of that 147 machine, and you see just how off pace that truck is. Just past halfway. Kevin Thompson up on the high side, trying to make it 4 wide off of turn number 4. Unfortunately for Zach here, it looks like his night is gonna be over. Andrew Pratt and David Husley battling. This is a battle for 4th and 5th. Kevin Thompson in the mix there right behind as well. As the motor has expired on that 147 machine, but he was able to make it down the pit road. As we got one around, Kevin Thompson goes around in front of the field. That's going to bring out the caution flag. More contact after the incident there, trying to get woed down. See if we can see what happened to Kevin here, and it looks like just another case of over rotation. Throws it down into the corner, makes a little contact with the 57 of Husley. See Stutzman getting involved as well. Jeremiah Stutzman looks like he got spun around by the 93 of Kevin Powell, trying to avoid. And we see Stutzman trying to get down to avoid the spinning 21 machine, and Kevin Powell just nowhere to go. Those two make contact, and Kevin Thompson trying to catch back up to the field. So one driver who's having a fantastic start of the race now sees himself falling back outside the top 10. Well, we go from the short track of Knoxville Raceway half-mile track to the 2.66 mile Talladega Super Speedway right after this one, as the SCSRA has their second round of the playoffs and their cutoff race at Talladega tonight. So you're not going to want to miss that. Check that one out after this one right here on Intensity Broadcasting at 9:30 Eastern Time. But before that, we got to settle it here at Knoxville. Lights are off on the pace truck. Jacob Denny going to take that low side again. That's going to put Nicholas Hovey up on the high side. Pace truck's going to take that hard left-hand turn on the pit road. Green flag back in the air. Another great jump for Jacob Denny, but Hovey fighting hard on the high side already. Denny throws a little slider there, but here comes Hovey down on the inside, able to pull alongside. It's the first real challenge that Jacob Denny has had since the beginning of the race. Here comes Hovey down on the low side, trying to get in position to throw a slider, but Denny able to get the power down up on that high side as they come off of turn number 4. They continue to run side by side for the lead. David Husley down on the low side, Mr. Lethbridge up on the high side. See the 75, but Andrew Pratt right out in front as well. And ooh, Husley has a little issue there. He over-rotates it, able to get it down, calm down, under control, down onto the berm to keep himself out of trouble. He's going to lose quite a few spots. Looks like he lost about 4 spots, but he's continuing, able to continue on. Christopher Leftwich and Jonathan Jennings. Jennings up 7 spots from where he started. Leftwich up 6. So a couple drivers. There's some big moves. How about Kevin Powell in the 8th position, even though he's battling ahead of Husley right now. Or David Husley, excuse me, currently up 9 positions from where he started. So drivers having some fantastic runs here as we see Leftwich down on the low side, Jennings up on the high side. This is a battle for 5th and 6th. Oh, trouble for Kevin Thompson again. Him and Randall Barnett had some issues. Looks like they're going to continue on. Let's see if we can see what happened between Barnett and the 21. Oh, just a little contact there, but they were both able to keep going, so the caution flag did not come out. Thompson continues to run in the 11th position. Leftwich and Jennings still going at it here. Leftwich on the bottom, Jennings on the top. Coming up on the lap truck, that is the 63 of Randall Barnett. Barnett loses it, catches the curb, does a little monster trucking. He's able to get out of the way of our leaders. These leaders continue to battle for position. The overall leader, though, Jacob Denny, working around lap traffic, has almost a 3.5 second advantage over second place Nicholas Hovey. And Hovey has another second advantage back to third place Jason Schilling. Andrew Pratt right there trying to run Schilling down. And then you'll find the battle with Jonathan Jennings and Christopher Leftwich back for 5th and 6th. Leftwich down on the low side. He's trying everything he can to get out in front of Jonathan Jennings, but just not able to get the power down, get that traction to propel himself forward. When we cross the line next time, we'll have just 22 laps to go. Andrew Pratt has caught Jason Schilling. Issues for Chuck Cobb. He just went around, able to get down on the pit road though, so no caution. We ride along here with Andrew Pratt. You can see the dirt and dust flying here. That's how shiny and slick the track has become. He's trying to run down Jason Schilling for a podium. And yellow flag is out, and Christopher Leftwich is around in turn number 4. Bring up another Wreckage Rewind as we take a look to see what happened to Leftwich here. Gets down into the corner. You can see that truck really sideways, struggling for grip. See David Husley down on the low side. And yeah, Husley just, you see the correction there. Husley lost it a little bit. Came up the track, excuse me, into Christopher Leftwich. Not a whole lot either driver could do. As slick as the track is tonight, as we see Christopher Leftwich make his way down on the pit road. Makes his way off a pit road. And with under 20 laps to go, we see Jacob Denny still your leader. 63 of Randall Barnett is, I'm sorry, it's not Randall Barnett. The 31 of Marshall Johnson, excuse me, getting the lucky dog the wave around here to get himself a lap back. Jacob Denny's been showing the speed all night long. Will he be able to hold on for the win here tonight? We'll find out as the lights are off on the pace truck. Pace truck getting ready to take that hard left-hand turn on the pit road. A little contact there between Denny and Hovey. Green flag back in the air. We are back racing here at Knoxville with just 17 laps to go. Denny right up to that cushion on the high side, able to get the traction down. And he's going to start to pull away from Nicholas Hovey just behind Mike Hayes. Battling here with Andrew Pratt, trying to take away the 4th position. And the trucks are all bunched back up. Kevin Thompson trying to make his way back up through the field. Thompson trying to make it 3 wide here. Down on the low side. Trying to get underneath the 93 of Kevin Powell. Just not able to make it happen. Christopher Leftwich, Dean Husley in the mix here as well. With just 15 laps to go. The Nagel trucks making their way down into turn number 1. Thompson and Powell almost makes more contact as Sitzman able to drive right around those two and move himself up into the 6th position. Oh, yellow flag is out. Randall Barnett, it looks like, having some issues on the backstretch. Steve Gerber caught up in it as well. I think Daniel Wilkerson got a little piece of this also. Let's bring up our Wreckage Rewind to see exactly what brought this one out. We have some contact between. Oh, Gerber goes up on his roof. So Steve Gerber up on his roof, able to continue on. But a wild ride for the 19. Up and over. Fortunate for him, able to get back on his wheels. Not the ride that the 19 was expecting to take, up on his roof. Back on the wheels. Almost like nothing happened. You see Daniel Wilkerson up on the high side, getting into the lucky dog. Lights on the pace truck are off. We're re-racked, we're restacked. Jacob Denny on the low side, Nicholas Hovey on the high side. Pace truck is off. Green flag in the air. Another big jump for Denny as he makes his way down into turn number 1. Hovey though, trying to stay right there with him. Andrew Pratt trying to get his way around the 116 of Jason Schilling. Schilling down on the low side. Pratt up on the high side. Up front, we still got these two battling. But Denny able to pull away. Here comes Schilling up. They're down on the bottom, able to stay out in front. Andrew Pratt trying to do everything he can to make a move on this 116 with just 10 laps to go. Mike Hayes has made his way back up into the 5th position. Andrew Pratt and Schilling now trading paint. Pratt not afraid to use that front bumper and try to get around the 116. He's showing that right now, trying to make a little contact, trying to rattle his cage in a sense. But now Schilling able to get off the corner a little bit better and start to pull away a little bit. Jonathan Jennings Jeremiah Stutzman side by side. The battle for 9th and 10th. Christopher Leftwich right up in front of this battle as well. Luke Jennings up into the 8th position. Now he's going to try to fight with Christopher Leftwich. We see David Husley trying to make his way through the field as well. Now Stutzman back to the inside. Caution is out. Randall Barnett is around. That's going to bring up another Wreckage Rewind. Barnett just over-rotated down into the corner. Oh. Mike Leftwich having to do a little evasive action to get around. And that is going to do it for Randall Barnett for the night. We'll have a little shootout here at the end. Looks like a 3-lap shootout. Jacob Denny has led just about every lap here tonight. In dominating fashion. See Steve Gerber trying to get himself the wave around. Gain one of his laps back. So that will put him back on the lead lap in the 13th position. Lights are off on the pace truck. Re-racking, restacking, refiring. We'll have just 3 laps to go when we take the green flag. If the caution comes out before the white flag, we will have 1 attempt at a green-white checker. But here we go. Pace truck is off. Jacob Denny on the loud pedal. Green flag back in the air. Does Nicholas Hovey have anything for him in the next 3 laps? Down into turn number 1. Trying to get something going on that low side, but Denny just too strong up on the high side. He's going to try to throw it in there hard. Almost makes contact with Denny that time, but that was his one and only shot as we got 2 laps to go. Christopher Leftwich sideways in the back here, able to gather it up to the inside of Kevin Powell. He's got Mike Hayes there up on the high side, and Leftwich fighting everything he can to hold on to that truck. Jacob Denny's making his way off of turn number 4. White flag is in the air. 1 lap to go. Caution flag has been put away. Jacob Denny just has to put 4 good corners together. Down into turns 3 and 4. We've seen him diamond this corner all night long. And off of turn number 4 down to the stripe, Jacob Denny is going to be your winner here at Knoxville. Nicholas Hovey is going to come home in second, and Jason Schilling will round out your top 3. Andrew Pratt and Mike Hayes round out the top 5 here as Jacob Denny makes his way onto the front stretch to celebrate. Fireworks again in the air. winner again tonight, Jacob Denny. Let's take a look at the results. Jacob Denny comes home as your winner. Nicholas Hovey, Jason Schilling round out your top 3. Andrew Pratt and Mike Hayes your top 5. Jonathan Jennings comes home in 6th. Christopher Leftwich in 7th. David Husley, Jeremiah Stutzman, and Kevin Thompson round out your top 10. Kevin Powell comes home 11th. Steve Gerber in 12th. Marshall Johnson, Daniel Wilkerson, and Mike Leftwich round out the top 15. 16th, Randall Barnett, Chuck Cobb in 17th. Zach Jerk having some issues comes home in 18th. Christopher Simon, Eric Peck round out your top 20. Then Justin McMahon, Jason Miz, and Jeffrey Wimmer round out the rest of the field here at Knoxville. Let's see if we can talk to our podium here tonight. I don't see our third place finisher, so let's bring in our second place finisher, Nicholas Hovey. Nicholas, you got Josh up in the booth. You got me?
Yeah, I got you.
And great run here tonight at this tricky Knoxville Raceway. You were giving Jacob everything he could handle on the starts, but nothing for him as he kind of just pulled away from me as the run went on. Did the track really slick up there and make it really difficult to try to get anything going, or was the starts really the only opportunity you had?
I think he's a lot better than me at this dirt stuff. I just kind of do it for fun, though. He's really good at finding lanes that got grip. I was trying to roll the bottom as long as I could, and I was even using the berm at one point, just trying to get a little bit off. But eventually it went to the top, and I just didn't have anything for him.
Yeah, we saw you using that berm. I didn't know if there was actually grip down there or what, but doing everything you can to try to get around him. The track, like I said, it looked like it really slicked off. Did it really just turn into a one-lane racetrack at one point?
I think 3 and 4 was a little rubbered up in the middle. It seemed like, so you kind of try and make stuff work down there, but 1 and 2, it really just shifted to the top for the back half of the race.
Well, a great job coming home second tonight. Before we let you go, anyone to thank, any shout-outs you got to give here tonight?
Jay Danny, obviously, he helps me with this stuff, and then Jersey Designs for making the paints.
Awesome, man. Well, again, congratulations, and I'm sure we'll talk to you again soon.
Thank you.
So that was your second place finisher, Nicholas Hovey. Let's bring in your third place finisher, Jason Schilling. Jason, you got Josh up in the booth. You got me?
Yeah, I got you.
Man, great run here tonight, coming home on the podium, back in third. And I said it to Nicholas a minute ago. It looked like the track really slicked up, and the track became one lane, and it was really hard to make any passes or get anything really going there. What was the difference that would have made a difference in your race here tonight to get yourself up there towards the front a little more?
I mean, yeah, like you said, track did slick off, and there really wasn't many options as to where you can find some moisture in the track. But yeah, that was a good run.
Yeah, we saw a couple drivers using that berm, trying to get the truck rotated and find some grip. Did you find any success down there, or were you trying to just stick it up at the top the whole time?
Yeah, I like to stick around top. I don't really have much luck around the bottom.
Well, again, a great job coming home in third, holding off Andrew Pratt to keep yourself up on the podium here tonight. And before we let you go, anyone you want to shout out, any thanks you got to give here tonight?
Net Speed Labs, Global Racing Network. Yeah, that's about it.
Well, again, congrats, and I'm sure we'll talk to you again soon.
Thanks, man.
That was your third place finisher, Jason Schilling. Let's bring in your winner here tonight, Jacob Denny. Jacob, you got Josh up in the booth. You got me?
Yep.
Man, a fantastic run for you tonight, leading pretty much every lap. Really, the only competition you had was right at the beginning of the race between you and Zach there, and Zach got caught up in a little bit of a scuffle, but able to hold on there all night long. What was the secret to making that top work? And it looked like you were kind of diamonding turns 3 and 4 a little bit to get some speed and drive off.
Just keep your foot in it, really. I mean, anytime you lift in these trucks, it flops over on the right front so hard. If you would lift when you're up there, you just slammed in the fence, which I think that's what most people would do. They're getting in there like, oh shoot, I'm gonna hit the wall, and they get off the gas. So I just backed it in and kept my foot in it and drove it down the hill.
Yeah, for sure. That's exactly what we saw a lot of tonight, just a little bit of over rotation, or people starting to over rotate and overcorrect there. But Yeah, I was kind of surprised the track slicked up as much as it did. Not a lot of cautions. Did the lack of cautions cause the track to slick up a little bit more?
I expected to get slicker than what it was, but it actually held together pretty well, and I think it honestly slicks off more under cautions because everybody slows down and packs kind of the same line in, and then it gets super slick. So the cautions made it a little more interesting, but it's always good to have those green flag runs.
For sure, and able to keep yourself out of trouble and get the win here tonight. I know Nicholas said you were a bit of a dirt master here, so congratulations on the win, sneaking in here and getting that. Before I let you go, anything you want to thank, any shout outs you got to give here tonight?
Yeah, She'd see designs for making my paint. He doesn't do these, but he does everything else, and Elite Performance Industries.
Awesome, man. Well, again, congratulations on the win, and I'm sure we'll talk to you again soon.
Yeah, thank you very much.
There you have it. Jacob Denny is your winner here tonight at Knoxville. A great race, great dirt race to watch here at the sprint car. The sprint car capital of the world. It's great to see a great race here on the dirt. I always enjoy calling these dirt races. They always seem to be really interesting. You see a lot of different lines. You see a lot of different people that you normally don't see. So great win tonight for Jacob Denny and all the drivers who competed tonight. Awesome job. And we look forward to seeing you next week as we move on to Nashville Super Speedway. Again, my name's Josh Hall. This has been the Tuesday night Shoney's Truck Series in the Doghouse Racing League. Don't forget to join us after this at 9:30 as the SCSRA Truck Series will be taking on Talladega Super Speedway and their last race of the first round of the playoffs. It is a cutoff race. 3 drivers will be eliminated from the playoffs after tonight. So, again, we want to thank everybody for joining us here tonight. And as our boy Atlee Atman Weiss would say, over